Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, handy viewers, such as you are. Welcome to this episode 70 of Flip Flopping Faux, in which I get up at stupid times in the morning after getting absolutely no sleep and play friends all around the world for suboptimal games of Malifaux. This week I'm joined by Chris. Hello, Chris. How are you?
Hi, Rich. I'm alright.
Nice. Like, Chris was last on the channel, absolutely destroying any intentions I ever have of playing Trixie. And we. That's alright. It was a good game. It was a good game, but bloody hell. We've not really seen him since. It's an absolute delight to have him back after all his exploits in MWS and things like that. So, yes, we're playing a Damien aspirant into whatever Titania one is called these days. What's she called?
The Withering Rose.
Withered Rose. There we go.
Withered Rose. Sorry.
Absolutely doing no favours for the accusations of Goth faction there for Neverborn. We are, as ever, sponsored by people that don't like Vassal. People are just having fun. Leave us to it. Second of all, you can't hear Chris. Can't hear Chris. Chris, can you talk for me?
No.
Well, I mean, it says it's doing a thing. I can't see any reason why I wouldn't be hearing Chris. All the bars are bouncing up and down as I would expect. That's interesting. Let's have a look. Tarquin, at some point, if you can respond to see if we are still not hearing Chris, that'd be good. I've absolutely no way of fixing it because it all looks good my end.
You can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know why that is. Tarquin will maybe respond to us at some point. Very quiet compared to me. Okay, that I can do something about. Now, we are all deployed. I'll just actually very quickly go through lists. So I have the Pursuit of Knowledge with Damien Puzzlebox, Lohith, Bellaventine Thorpe, Marky Benatti, Legadomain, and two doublers, and an Arcane Effigy. Similarly, Chris has gone with the Into the Thorns upgrade, Titania Withered Rose, the Garra, Killjoy, Ithania, Aislinn, who must be a new model because no one's ever heard of them before. The Carnivorous Weirdwood,
New.
very new. The Autumn Knights, two of them, and a Mysterious Effigy. So, similar kind of list composition from both of us. Like, here's all the named people, couple of minions, and an effigy from the faction. Which still no Chris. He's saying.
Okay. I might just be set really low on your sound.
I've turned you up. I've turned you up. Tarquin's saying that he's very quiet compared to me. Other people saying they can't hear him. So we're just going to carry on. I've got no idea because all the bars are saying that I can hear you. You've got stuff to do in the start phase.
I have a tree who is magically going to appear on the map. He is going to occur just here
I
and
see him.
exist.
Yep, there he is. Makes sense.
But other than that, I have nothing else.
You don't have to make any markers or anything?
No, I don't actually start with any markers.
Cumbersome. This model may not scale terrain. So you can, from the shadows up there, but then you're falling
I am staying up there, yeah.
Cool. You have first activation because you're the attacker, and that's how we work these days.
It is indeed. Best of luck.
And
But
to you,
not
buddy.
too much.
May the best beard win.
Well, I definitely don't have one of those. I'm going to start with the Mysterious Effigy.
Okay.
Who is going to Nova Land and try and give Killjoy a hasten token, needing a 6.
Hastened.
Which does not get, but I am going to cheat this lovely 6 in to have it happen.
Yep.
And we will gain a hastened token on Killjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Then we are going to try it again on to Titania, because why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Which also doesn't go off. But I am not going to cheat this one. But that is the effigy done.
That's the effigy done. Okay. In a similar fashion, I'm going to activate Little Arcane, and I'm going to use supportive measures on Bellaventine.
We're doing really well.
We're doing really well. I'm all right with it going off. I'm all right with it not going off. And then I'm going to do the same thing with Damien. You know what? that's that. That'll be them done. You didn't start your clock, so we got free effigy
I
activations.
apologize.
It's all right. It's all right. Neither did I.
Bosh. There we go.
You'll play it too.
I'm player two.
There you go.
There we go. I will go with the Gora,
Mm.
my lovely little snake. He is going to
I
tap
don't
my
need to
ley
know about
lines and
that.
get me some cards. Well, I will gain 2 cards, and you can have a 2 and a 4 for your troubles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I don't need to discard the 4 because hand size. You never saw that.
I didn't.
We are then going to germinate for a signature action, which needs a 7, but I'm on a
But
pause.
you get a pause. It's pretty
Uh,
cool.
I do.
There you go.
We get it. We are going to make a brush. We are going to make it here, and then we're going to do it again.
Because of
Because why
teleporting
not?
nonsense. That's why I can see. I can see what you're doing.
And then we're just going to plonk this one
Yep. Yeah, makes perfect
around
sense.
here.
That's terrifying.
We're gonna just pop it over here.
Because that's cool.
And that's the Gora.
I like what you've done there.
Mm.
I can see the trick.
There's no nonsense. I promise.
There's no nonsense. He says. Um, I don't get to draw cards. The puzzle box gets them out of my bin, which is the less good, I think.
Let's say I'm happy with what I drew. Um,
Thanks, you ominous bastard. I'm gonna go with I think Lohith because he's a big lumbery boy. I don't get forests to teleport around in. I do get to throw rocks at you though, which is quite funny. Yeah, so I'm gonna press the button. How far do we move it? How far does it go?
6.
Is it 6?
6-inch place.
6-inch place. All right, so that can go over there, and then Lohith, who is speed 6. Can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's him done. Clock on you.
Magical. In a slightly similar fashion, my Autumn Knight is going to also kick the can. And kick it to here. And then he's going to go for a Wander, who is also speed 6. And is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then call it a day.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I think I'll go with the box, who will interact.
Mm-hmm.
And then go for a float.
A floaty box.
A floaty box. Let's do that better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Very interesting.
I mean, you say that, but clock on you.
Well, you're being very mean and not fighting me immediately, which is reasonable.
Come stand within zarting range. No.
No.
Gun
right.
range?
So I'll go with my other Autumn Knight, who
Mhm.
will kick the can. And I'm going to kick it here. Then I'm going to go for a Wander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and call it a day.
When does falling distance kick in?
Falling, you
It's
take
2,
damage
isn't
as
it?
soon as you fall off and stop the movement.
Yeah, and it
But
stops
it's
them.
2 inches, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, this crate is not a fun time, but hey, that's what that is. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Thinky.
And that's what clocks are for.
Exactly. Right, I'm going to go with this doubler who's going to interact. And he can fly. So he'll do some flying.
Check you out.
Beg pardon?
Check you out.
I know. Fighter there. Well, I can't because I'm overlapping the strategy marker. It's not a thing you can do. You move over it, but can't in the move on it. But I am in base to base is the intent there. Do I want to go any further? No, I don't think I do. Clock on you.
Okay. Very interesting. What do I want to do? That is a question. The lumbering forces that be. Walk and charge a dabbler, but then we die. That sounds like a really bad idea. So let's not. I think we're going to go with my lovely Weirdwood, who is going to drop a ski marker.
Makes sense.
For 1. And then is going to prepare for an adaptable token.
Did you want that on the center line? Is that the intent?
No.
Okay.
I don't think it matters too much, but
cool. So you're not doing harness the Leyline.
I shall plonk it here. But that's the tree.
Cool. Pop. Yeah, I don't think there's any way around that. No, I'm just gonna have to accept that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Which is fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Marco. Marco is gonna move 6 to like there. I will Lashing Tendrils Lohith, needing a 7. Oh, stupid 6 ejectile. Any triggers on that? Prioritize. Draw a card of value 3 or less from your discard pile. No. So move the target up to 4 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then I'm going to long game. Target number 5. Yeah, May Molly. And I'm going to throw a scheme marker. I'm going to Breaking Bad a scheme marker up onto that roof. Clock on you. Clock on you.
Long game is your special ability, isn't it?
Long game, yeah. For friendly witness models, gain the following action: 6-inch range, TN5, make a scheme marker within range. Enemy models with Impulse 2 must make a TN12 willpower duel or gain stunned. On tomes, it resummons my totem.
Okay, very interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
good.
you are frisbeeing ski markers.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeet.
Right then. I'm going to go with Ifana. She is going to have a wander. She's speedy now as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not too close because you are scary.
No, that's scary.
You are very scary. And I think I'm going to start off by doing that and seeing if that happens or not. Sure. I believe I'm with an 8. I am. We're gonna throw a Desmonia's First at you. which is a magic action.
Okay,
6
okay.
against your defense.
Cool. Lohith, I take it.
Yes.
I'm on a 9.
Currently on a 13.
Wow, what does it do?
3 damage
3
and
damage.
nothing else.
And nothing else. I'll take 2 damage.
Okie doke. For a signature, I'm going to use my crew card ability of Strangle Form, which is another casting action against your defense. This one is at stat 5.
Make 200 brush markers within each of the target. Okay.
Yep.
15.
14. I am actually going to cheat this one and join you.
And this will make markers within an inch of me, right?
This will make 2 underbrush markers within an inch of you.
That sounds like something you want. So I will say no.
Sure. And that is a Fana. Over to you.
Thanks. Yeah, that all looks like stuff that could happen. But not yet. We're getting down into things that actually happen, aren't we?
Things that matter, yes.
I don't think Damien's doing a whole great amount of stuff this turn, which is fine. Because you're like all the way over there and I hit you with swords. So let's go with Damien. I'm going to confiscated law, needing a 5. Yeah, that worked. I'm going to look at the top 5 cards of your deck.
Be my guest.
And I'm going to discard any number of them. So I'm going to discard this 11. I'm going to discard this 12. And I'm going to discard this red joker. And
They do exist.
They do exist. It is a real thing. That was a pretty good confiscated law, I'm not going to lie. I should have empowered that. Never mind. No, my red jokered. I am going to move. I'm going to climb down, so I basically have 4 inches of movement for where I am. So I'm going to end my movement like here, and then scale up to there. I'm then going to push the button. Let me just check the wording on something. Completely. The word completely is involved, Chris.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Oh.
Strategy. Yeah, at the end of the turn, the crew the most friendly strategy markers completely on the enemy table half. So that is worth knowing for both of us. So I'm going to put it kind of like there, I think. Oh my god, buddy of mine in London is texting me furiously about the NBA finals. I'm just like, that's not what I need in my ear right now. So let's just put do not disturb on. So I've walked, I've interacted, I've done a thing. I don't think my signature of Wishing Zug. Sounds like a Blood Bowl player is relevant here, so clock on you.
Okay. In which case, I think I'm probably going to go with Killjoy because somebody did stuff to my deck, so knows what knows what's coming next. I am going to attempt an irrigate. I am going to empower this for a crow and a pulse flip.
Cool.
No. And see what happens. Awesome. What a shame. I will just cheat in this lovely 9 that I prepared earlier and go flying towards that underbrush marker.
Yeah.
It is in base contact with the underbrush marker, so it means that I do not have to be there. So, can I go here and kick the can? I can.
Yes.
That's very cool. So, I think I'll do such. I will then kick the can for my second AP and just move it over your side of the board.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
And then
Because
I'll
if
do a signature action.
Weird would change. Yep.
Weird would change. And I think I'm going to shoot Damien.
Okay.
Stat 6 against your defense.
Stat 6 against my defense. I say 8.
I say 12.
12, you're saying. What does this do?
This will move you 3 towards me and deal you 1 damage. And I have the built-in trigger of Grasping Vines off of my crew card to move you 3 towards an underbrush marker within line of sight.
So you're basically going to move me 6 inches towards you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want that. What's your total?
12.
12. I'm going to go to 15.
15, he says. Okay. Do I want to cheat that? That is a question. I could cheat, and then I could do that. To potentially net me another one. Are you within 5? You are, so pushing you would allow me to take a melee action. In which case, I am going to cheat 17 for sudden strike.
Yep.
So you will take 1 damage.
Oh no.
And I will give you a shimmy of 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to bop you over the head.
Don't like that.
With a big old cleaver. Defense. Bosh.
More.
Not doing so well.
14.
14, he says. I think I would like to do. You don't really have that much left. Let's go to a 16.
18.
Sure. And that will be Killjoy.
Cool. Clock on me, which it is.
And I will turn off some auras.
Bellaventine Thorpe is going to go. She's going to climb down from place. She's going to end up basically here. I will outmaneuver, needing a 5. That's a 9. So once per activation, up to 2 friendly models within range may move up to 3 inches. So Damien can come, I think, just kind of like across from where he was, and then she herself will go. I can walk straight through the box because welcome to 4th. And go 1, 2, 3. That's probably legal. And then I'm gonna punt the thing to there, just so completely on your side. Clock on you.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So I have to do important activations now.
Oh god.
Ooh, many lines.
Many lines.
If I'm right in thinking, Aislinn can currently see Damien.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Which is good for me. So, I think we're gonna try and do some Aislinn stuff. Not with an 8, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. And surely you're out of good cards. Aislinn's going to do the Withering, targeting Damien.
Okie dokie.
Stat 6 against your defense. It is a casting action.
I am going to empower by discarding a 3.
Sure. For what it's worth, I have Spellbreaker, so I ignore your magic defenses.
Cool. I have Aegis, so yes, you would ignore that.
Awesome. 6 on your defense. Hiya.
1 higher.
12.
13.
Interesting. I will miss,
Mm-hmm.
but I will do it again.
But before you do, when I empower a jewel, I gain a adaptable.
Okay, look.
Because that's my cruise thing. Where is adaptable? A for adaptable. There we go. Cool. Yeah, Damien gains an adaptable. Crack on.
Before I do anything else, I'm actually going to take a wander for my second AP.
Yep.
And then I'm going to do Stranglethorn as a signature at range 8. For
Cool.
my...
Do I gain cover? Because
I imagine you probably would.
Because like you're within 2 inches of the thing shooting up. Is that how that works when you're shooting up elevations?
Sure.
I'm going to look it up on my phone. Feel free to stop the clock.
I do not know, so you're more than welcome to.
Cover. Cover and concealment. Cover. Cover is granted in 2 ways: by terrain with the blocking trait, and by being at an elevation at least 2 inches higher than the initiator. Yeah, so I have cover.
Oh, that's fine.
I should have had cover on the last one, but you missed, so.
I did.
Yep, cool, crack on.
5 on your defense.
More.
That is also fine. Aislinn is done.
There we
Over
go.
to you.
So I'm going to activate that dabbler. That dabbler will etherically passage, needing a 6. That's very successful. So I will go. No, I'm cheating. Massive cheating. 4 inches. That's copying. That's also. Where's my dude gone?
Just revert 1.
I'm pressing undo, and he's just fucking gone.
He's gone to the void.
Yes.
I mean, just spawn him back in. I'm sure it'll be fine.
But no, I'm pressing undo, and he's not coming back. I'm going to copy this other one and put him there, because I don't know what the hell happened there. Technical.
You actually put him in the box.
I did. Right, so he's going to move 4 inches to there. I have a wash away trigger. Remove any markers this model moves through. Not relevant. What is, however, relevant is I'm going to move. That was a signature action. I'm going to risk the ire of Killjoy and float to there, and then I'm going to interact with your marker, which I assume I can do. Like,
you can.
And I'm going to go. I'll put it there.
Sure.
Clock on you.
We thought this might happen, but it is okay. We are going to go with Titania. We are not going to do anything important. Quite simply, we also have wings, so we can fly.
Yep.
We're going to fly, and then we'll fly again.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to fly slightly differently. Fly to here. We'll then kick the can.
Yep.
And we will kick can to here. Signature, probably not relevant because I can see the dabbler, but you would have cover, correct?
Yes, because I'm only on a height 1 thing.
But you are height 2.
But I am height. No, but I'm not going to get it from elevation, but presumably I'll get it because there's a piece of intervening terrain within 2 inches.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is why I assumed. I will strangle fawn you for my signature.
Which is versus what stats?
The underbrush against your defense.
Against what defense? 5. Cool. So that is an 8.
That is a 10.
What does this do again?
Makes 2 underbrush markers.
I'm gonna.
And then I have to.
Gonna go to a 13.
Makes sense. Somebody doesn't want me to grow forests.
I mean, look.
Over to you.
Like it looks like it's your thing, so I'm just trying to stop you doing your thing.
That's fine.
I'm gonna activate Legadomain. He's gonna climb down and walk. He's speed 7, so he's gonna walk to there, and he'll hunt the thing. Hunt. There we go. And I don't think anything else is in range of him. No, and I think that's your board.
I'm also all out.
Oh, so that was last activation, so stop the clock.
That was last activation.
Okay.
So
I got 2, you got 1.
Points are indeed a thing. You will score strategy.
I will.
I will move one of my markers 4 inches.
Oh, that's the point. I've got.
Because that is how that works.
I've got Deadly Pursuit on. What's a chuff? Yeah. So that's during rather than at the end. So strictly speaking, this would happen before. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I could just move through low here, and what I'll probably do is just tuck up a little bit onto there. Cool. Crack on.
Makes sense. I moved a marker because that is how that works.
Okay.
Scheme wise.
Yep.
Do you have any?
Well, you're the attacker, so yes, you're the attacker, so you're declaring first.
I'll check because I might potentially have my scheme.
Ooh.
I don't think I do, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I will reveal it anyway because I'm going to be swapping it out.
I was going to say, yeah, do you want to bin it and get something else?
I have Take the High Ground.
Okay.
And I will be getting something else.
So Take the High Ground is let's have a look.
2 height 2 terrain pieces. At least 3 height 2 terrain pieces, and I do not have 3.
Okay. Yep.
So I am quite happily just swapping it out for one of the other 3.
So either make it look like an accident, ensnare, or search the area. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Which will be that hidden one right there.
Yep. Cool.
And then that's it.
Cool. Yeah, I don't have a scheme to score at this juncture. Which, no one is more disappointed about that than me.
Are you keeping it?
I think I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Right. I'm going to reshuffle my deck. I'm going to keep the 2 cards in my hand. Shuffle.
That's ominous. I'm getting rid of a 5 and a black joker.
There you go.
And I have a new hand, and I'm going first.
Yes, you are. Crack on.
In which case, I think start as we mean to go on, probably. Sounds like a great idea. If you ace, if there's... Okay, sure. Can do that. Do that first, then punch you.
Oh, don't like that. But you know, what are you gonna do?
Well, there's orders to punching, you see. Um, let's do that then. Clock is on me. That is a start.
Excuse me.
Yes, that's fine. Right, I'm going to activate Killjoy.
Okay.
Killjoy is going to do signature action of Stranglethorn onto your Dabbler.
Which dabbler do? One or two?
The one on the piece of terrain is very close to me.
Dabbler one. Yep. Cool.
Dabbler 1. Stat 5 against your defense.
Yep.
I am going to keep trying to make my forest. A 15 will probably do decently.
I think that's you. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna cheat.
I have the inbuilt trigger of move you towards an underbrush marker.
Yep.
Which at this point in time I'm not going to take.
Okay.
I am going to, however, make 2 underbrush markers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Within one of you. One is going to be in base contact with you. Here.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is going to be over here.
Okay.
For my first actual AP, I'm going to charge you.
Look, fine. What do you want?
I'm going to stand there. I'm going to empower this attack with this lovely one of rams.
Makes sense.
For a pause and crit strike. And because you're in base with severe terrain, I get a pause as well.
So enjoy your Black Joker, which is in your discard pile.
The one that I discarded.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna flip a card and see what happens. That's not great. Let's see.
I will flip 3.
So 5.
I'm currently on a 60.
With a crit strike, sounds about like 5 damage. Is that right?
Yeah, currently 5 damage.
Which will go down to 4 because of Aegis.
It's a melee attack, not a spell.
Doesn't matter. I still reduce damage.
Isn't Aegis only
maybe reduce? No. It's just magic armor. It's old. Yeah. Just this model may reduce damage dealt to it by 1 once per activation.
No.
It just comes from magic rather than coming from a physical object.
Fair enough.
Your total is 16, did you say?
Yes.
So I'd need to be at least 11 to negate 1 raise, but you're still going to get the crit strike. But I would rather not die horribly. Oh, that's funny. Clock on me because I'm dithering. Yeah, I'm gonna go to 14.
Going to go to 14, he says.
Yes.
14 would still be 4 damage, which would go down to 3 damage?
It would, yes. So I'm taking 3 rather than 5 at this point, which seemed like a worth in mod.
Yeah, that's fine. I will do 3 damage total to you.
Yep. Boop, boop, boop. I'm on 4.
And then with my second AP, I will punch you again.
I mean, look. It seems reasonable. I think I'm gonna empower.
Ooh.
15.
Not a 15. However, have a red joker.
Okay. So 15 to 20 is a
raise,
and presumably you're going to declare crit strike, or is that once per activation?
That is not once per activation.
Could it be? So how much damage is that?
No. It'll be 5.
It sounds like 5. Yeah. Okay.
And I will assume that you are a minion.
I am a minion. I am a minion.
And I assume that you are dying,
I am dead.
which means I will now declare Thrill of Battle.
Okay.
After killing an enemy minion, this
Yeah.
model may drain a soul stone to declare the charge action, ignoring special restrictions.
Fuck off.
So I will now charge your other dabbler.
This is not going to go well.
I'm going to charge down this piece of terrain here.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't get to engaging you, but I am going to now hit you again.
Gotcha. You're having far too much fun. Oh Christ.
Yes, yes, I am.
9. I'm gonna say 18.
I'm going to say 18. Now that's rude. I even had the good trigger that lets me do it again. You're on 18. You have your Aegis. I am fine with missing, and that is a Killjoy activation. Over to you.
Yeah, that certainly was a killjoy. Um, that was a killjoy activation. Good lord. Can I?
One has committed murder.
I have gained Soulstone. um, Now, although I can move through Lohith and stuff, I can't actually end a single AP like here because that would be
No.
like so. What I need to do is go to there, and then if I went to there, you wouldn't be in the aura. So that's not worth doing at this stage. The box has like legally distinct chatty.
I've just read that.
Mm.
Yes, you do.
Which might be why he's in this list.
Not an unreasonable thing. I also have Chatty, but I don't have a stat card.
It's just you as a person.
It's me.
Oh, it's a Thala. That's who that is. Well, you know, I too have a big punchy boy.
You do.
I do.
That is correct.
So I'm going to charge to there, and
Ooh.
I'm going to punch. I'm going to punch your Autumn Night.
Not unsurprising. Go ahead.
But that is a stupid sexy jackdaw.
I got a not stupid or sexy Zoraida. To put me on an 18.
18 to 19. Yeah, I'm not gonna cheat, and I don't imagine you are already because you've already done the Black Jaker. So please take 3 damage.
I will take 2 because I have the non-magical armor.
You've just got regular armor.
I have regular armor.
I'm gonna Soulstone Geode. Needing a 5. That is a 4, but this is worth cheating. So I'm gonna put that in. So if please, the Knight and Ithana in that order can make me a TN 12 defense duel, or take 2 damage.
Sure. The knight needs a 7. Doesn't get a 7. I think I will pitch him a 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ithana passes as well.
Passes as well. Okie dokie. I'm going to punch you again. Same dude. Huge fist. Any response?
Absolutely not.
Cool. That I am on
Uh,
a 13.
to my 7, to which I will give you a 12 to respond and be on a 17.
I'm going to go to a 19 with Soulstone's Shards, so please take 3 damage.
Sure, takes 3 damage. 1, 2, 3.
And then both the Knight and Ithana will take a further point of damage and gain a stunned token.
Sure. Bosh and bosh. Stunned isn't what it used to be. It is that one now.
Is K. And that is the big rock done.
Can't declare triggers and counts exclamation marks as blank. Cool. Big rock. Big rock indeed. But big rock is now done. In which case, probably try and do that. Which is not unreasonable. Let's see. Don't have one of those, which is okay, but sad. Can do that. Can do that, essentially. I'm just measuring something
Do you
before I
think?
decide to do it.
Do you think?
1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. So instead we have to look at that instead, which is slightly less good, but not the worst. Alright, sure. Sure. So, because okay. I am going to go with the Autumn Night that has nearly perished.
Not unreasonable.
The Autumn Night that nearly perished is not engaged because
No, he's
engagement
not.
ranges are 1.
He's not. But I'm in base-to-base contact with that marker.
Which is true. So, what we are going to do is charge you.
Not unreasonable.
Because that is reasonable. We're going to go 1, 2, to here. Effectively, I don't even need to go that far. I could technically just go.
Yep.
I do have to go that far. Cool. My charge is a signature action, which now costs me an AP. Ooh.
We did it.
So
Wait, that's
stat
danger
5
planet.
against your defense.
That's danger planet. Don't do that. Stat 5 against my defense. I say 12.
I say a lot less than 12.
Mm.
But I will then try and make an underbrush marker next to you with Strangleform.
Okay.
Can I? Bear with me. I cannot. We are good. I will hit you again.
Gotcha. I will
That is
say
fine.
13.
I will not. I will end my activation, remove the stun token, and give you the clock.
Do your underbrush markers give Killjoy cover? No, because it's not.
They give me concealing,
They give you
not cover,
concealing if it's more than an
and they are
inch.
yeah, and they are also dense. So there's that.
Well, I mean, you're on it, so I can see you.
Yeah.
Hmm. Thinky, thinky. I think I'll go with the Arcane Effigy.
Okay, doke.
Um, gosh. What do I? I'm going to go with Belenventine Thorpe, who will outmaneuver, needing a 5. That's very good. Do I want to burn a stone? I think I will burn a stone. For a trigger. For Legerdemain to then have an action. So she will move 3 inches and go 1, 2, 3. Just tuck in behind. He's going to go. No, it's that one. 1, 2, 3, and then he's going to go. What's his move? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's her signature. And then she's going to do some charging, because I can just charge through my boy. And I'm just going to engage both of you. I'm going to charge to there. Why not?
Sounds unreasonable.
Let's start off with. I'm not too bothered about the Autumn Night at this point, so let's punch Ithana.
Sure.
With Marunic Blade. That's a 12.
That's an 11.
Cool. Your cheat.
Do I wish to cheat is the question. I don't think I do.
Cool. So that's 4 damage.
Yes, sir.
Because of crit strike. And I'll heal 1, but I'm at full health. I'll do it again. Same target.
I will pitch and empower this time.
Mm-hmm.
We are on a 13.
You're on a 13. I am on an 11. I'm going to put in this 12 and go to an 18.
Go to an 18. Do you have a trigger?
Drain magic.
Drain magic. Cool. How much do I wish to lose that card? 13 to 18, 1 raise, 4 damage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure, I will take 4 damage.
Take you 4 damage. I will please discard the left. Oh no, you get a choice. Cool.
I choose. Yeah.
I then draw. I then draw a card, and I will discard a card. And that is Belenventine done.
Sure. I'll probably go with Afana before she perishes.
Not unreasonable.
She will punch. What's Bella's defense?
6.
That is fine. Okay, so we can punchy. We can do that. Or we can cast. Casting would give me a pos flip. Do that, which is reasonable. That sounds like a better use of my time. Because gives pause. The other one heals, but that's fine. Let's try and do some damage, shall we? We are going to go with Afana. We're going to do Desmonia's first, targeting Lohith.
Okay.
You are engaged by another ally, so I'll be on a pause flip.
Nice. What's? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm fives across the board. Tell me when we're flipping.
Yeah. Flipping now. Bosh. 17.
To my 14. Yours.
Oh, take 3.
I'll take 2.
And then I believe we'll just go again.
Cool. Oh.
That is a 19.
19 to my 6, which is what, 2
There's no
raise?
raise.
Oh, because it's magic.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll take. Is it 3?
You will cop 3.
I'll take 3.
Normally in the crew, if I get raises, you would gain injured, but she does not have that, so
Cool.
she's done.
Damien. Can't quite charge anyone. We'll go with Marco Bonatti, who will interact to drop screen marker. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna lashing tendrils. Damien needing a 7. Yeah, that worked.
Lovely.
I'm gonna declare crows to draw a card of value 3 or less from my discard pile, but more importantly, I'm gonna move Damien 4 inches. What suits would I like? I think tomes. There's an ace of tomes right there. Let's just take that. And that's Marco done, because I've walked, I've interacted, and I've inky tendrilled. Clock on you.
Inky. Right. I will go with the Autumn Knight, who is going to scale.
Mm-hmm.
And go here. And then it's going to charge Damien.
Cool.
Where do I want to be? I would like to be this side of you. Yeah.
And
sure.
you're engaging me?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm melee 1.
Yep.
Slap 5 against your defense.
2 seconds. Let me have a quick think.
Unless you wish to empower, there is a thing.
I already have. Well, no, ignore me. I'm using words. What I will do is spend my adaptable token to add a suit. Let's say Rams. To this duel. 9.
Currently on a 14 of move you towards an underbrush marker in your line of sight.
I'm going to say 16.
16, he says. Sure. I'll hit you again because it's a signature action.
I'm going to empower.
Sure.
17.
Currently on a 9. 9 to 17. How desperate am I to hit you? Don't think I am that desperate to hit you. Autumn Night is done. Yours?
So when I empower, I'm going to gain an adaptable token, and then I'll have a 3-inch move. I thought you had another attack, so I was like, haha, I'm going to do some clever shit and move away. Didn't work. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess I'll move to there because I can't. Oh no, I could just fall off, couldn't I, and take a damage?
You could.
I could. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'm like here, but I'll be in base contact with the building because that's how falling works.
So I take it that you are suffering damage due to falling.
Yes.
I will make it look like an accident. Because that is revealed when an enemy model suffers damage due
Oh,
to
you
falling.
motherfucker.
And
Yeah, look,
and gain MVP.
yeah, fair. Look, I can't fault it. I can't fault it. You don't even have to cause it. Is this one an enemy? Wow. Okay. Cool.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. I see how it is. I see how it is.
Thank you for saving me the trouble.
Yeah, that's cool. Dick. It's pretty funny. Um, I am going to charge to there. And I'm going to punch Ithana. I have an adaptable token, so I get a pause. Versus your defense. Any response?
No. How many AP do you have to
This is
punch me with? 3, right?
3, and then I have a signature attack, which is also an attack.
Sure. I will flip like a madman, I guess.
17.
Also,
I'm
I will just take 1 less.
take 2 damage.
Yep.
I will do it again. Same target.
Yep. That's fine. She will perish miserably in a pile of gore.
Have a soulstone.
Okay. How do you kill models nowadays?
I've always done it through right clicking, so but it is Command K or Shift K or Alt K, depending on what model of machine you're on.
Sure. Bosh. There we go.
Cool.
Now we're getting a soulstone.
You will. I will swing the Witch Killer, aptly named Witch Killer, at Aislinn. The concealing fog will negate the pos flip of the Witch Killer.
Sure.
9.
She does not wish to be killed. I'm on a 10.
Cool. I will then Zishawish. Shug, whatever. At the Autumn Night versus your willpower. I can just
Sure.
draw line of sight through Bellaventine.
11.
10. That's Damien done. It's not an unreasonable activation.
Well, my plan changed a little bit because you scored my point for me.
Fuck off.
So I don't have to jump through as many hoops now, I guess. But
Happy to be of service.
yeah, very grateful for your service. I think what I will do is probably go with Gora. Who is going to not replace with somebody because that doesn't seem reasonable. I probably want some cards. And I probably want some underbrush markers. Because both of those things are cool. Correct me if I'm wrong. Making markers, you can put them underneath models now,
No,
or not?
no, you may not.
Still next to. Is it just next to, or can
Base,
they not be
you
based
can do,
on
but you can
things?
do base to base. You can do base to base. You just can't do under.
Right.
I'm reasonably
That
sure about that,
is
but let's double check. Markers, making markers. There are 3 rules. Made markers may not overlap impossible terrain. Made markers may not overlap models. Markers must be at least 50% of their base supported. So yeah, base to base is fine. You just can't You just can't put them under people or anything like that. And that's anyone.
perfect.
It's not even like enemy.
Yeah, it's just
Yep.
any marker, right?
Yep. Yep.
Cool. Which is fine. I am going to go with Agora. Vigora is going to tap a Leyline
Yep.
because I got a Soulstone and I'll draw 2 cards and I'll get rid of his 2. I will then try and make an underbrush marker needing a 7 on a pulse flip, which we do get, which is fantastic. This marker is going to be in base contact with both Bellaventine and Damien.
Gotcha.
Because why not?
Reasons.
And then I think for the last AP, because that's 5 underbrush markers. I think the snake's actually just going to charge you.
Yeah, cool.
Because I don't think I have a reason not to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. I'm trying to do this in a way that I might be able to get Bella as well.
You got a 1-inch Winky, but your speed's 7, so.
Yeah. Yep, that would engage both of them.
That's cool.
I have Constrictor, so if you try and leave, then you take a damage.
I mean, only while you're alive.
Right. Correct. But I will punch Damien.
You'll punch Damien. Okay. Versus what stats? 5 on the defense. That is an 8.
And that is a lot more than an 8.
You got it.
16 to 8 is 1 raise.
Sure.
So you take 3 damage.
I'm going to take 3 damage to drop me to 10 health. I'm then going to spend a stone because I got a fair amount of them to heal equal to the number of stones I have remaining. So I'm going to go to full health.
Sure. So you heal 6.
Yes.
Fine. Gora is done.
Clock on me. Well, the box isn't really doing what it was going to do because it was going to just go and like hang out by your markers and be chatty. But that's not really working because I killed the things by the markers. That's perfectly reasonable. Don't get me wrong. I'm not.
You didn't have to kill them.
I'm not sad about it. So let's do something else instead. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'm gonna boot my thing. You can go over there.
Your nice little pile.
I got a nice little pile. And then I'm gonna disillusion this autumn night.
Sure.
So stat 6 versus your willpower.
Willpower is 5. Bosh.
That's a Sandeep to say 17.
Cool.
What you
do?
I move you. What's your move? What's your speed?
Far 6. Go ahead.
Far 6. So you can.
It used to be 5, so my brain.
Yeah, you can fall off.
Owie.
Take a damage. Yeah, no, speeds are weird now. Zoraida's speed 6. What the fuck? Nippiest granny in the world. She's gone from speed
She's a
4.
very nippy
She's
granny.
gone from speed 4 to speed 6. Clock on you. I mean, what guys
Okay.
to speed 7 now? That's a thing.
Yeah. There's some good speed in the game now.
Zoom.
Right. They definitely do zoom. Right then. So, how do score points? They are overrated, but
That is not true.
you technically have to do them.
VP or OP, as I have often said. If I have more VP than you, I will win every time. VP are busted.
But VP is overrated. In my humble opinion, VP is overrated. So, I think I'm probably just going to try and do that and see what happens. It probably doesn't end with you dead, which is a shame, but let's have a peep at one of your cards. You don't really care. You care a bit. You also care a little bit.
You mildly care.
Yeah, you have some things that mildly care about the tokens that I could give you.
Suppress magic, yeah.
But they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are
They
mages,
don't.
but we are mages with swords. Yeah.
Yeah, mages with swords that don't actually have casting actions on them.
with classic D&D bullshit.
Completely reasonable. And I have to make sure that I use my hand this turn because you're going to get me get rid of it. So
No.
you have Inky Fingers.
I do have Inky
Fingers. I
Fingers.
can't hold it.
But Inky Fingers doesn't do what it did. After
Does
this,
it not?
no, Ink Fingers, after this model modifies this duel by removing an adaptable token, it may discard a card to draw a card. I can no longer.
It's not horrible.
Yeah, I can no. Yeah, a lot of that shit's been removed, isn't it?
I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised. So I think I'm going to go with Aislinn. I think I'm going to do. That's a shame. We are outside of 6, but we can still do it. I think. Yeah, that would work.
Uh-oh.
Alright, I figured it out. I'm going to drain a soulstone at the start of Aeslann's activation for Shape the Land to choose a marker within 6 and make a friendly copy of it anywhere within 6.
Nice.
I will choose my underbrush marker and make a copy of it in base contact with Lopeth.
That will be your
sixth.
6th. Hang on. That will be your 6th underbrush marker. So which one? You're pulling away that one. That makes perfect sense. There we go.
Yep. That one served its purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. Teleport to the Killjoy.
Yep. Then we're going to climb up here.
Okie
dokie. We are going to try and do the Stranglethorn action for a signature targeting Lopeth.
Okay. What's this?
Which is 5 against your defense.
I think my defense is 5. I think all my stats are 5, which is very convenient. So I have a 12.
I have a 13.
Yeah, do you think?
So this will do 1 damage.
Okay.
And will make up to 2 underbrush markers. However, I'm going to drain a soulstone for the soulstone trigger.
Okay.
To make you take 2 extra damage from the 2 underbrush markers that are next to you.
I will take 1 because of Aegis. Unless you have Spellbreaker.
And then 1 from... I do have Spellbreaker. You will take 3 damage total.
Okay, I've taken 3 damage. I think.
You were on 6.
I was on 6, so...
3.
Okay, there we go. Cheating. Thanks.
No cheatsy doodling. Right. I get to make underbrush markers next to you. So I'm going to get rid of this one to plop it within 1 next to Ledger Domain. And then I'm going to keep the other one.
Okay.
And only put 1 down. Last AP, we're going to do the Withering, targeting Lopeth. Which is 6 against your defense again.
I mean, none of that sounds good. 15.
A 16. Which would not kill you, which is a shame. I am going to cheat to an 18 with the trigger of Siphon Essence. So after killing you, infuse a Soulstone. And do 3 damage.
And you have Spellbreaker, so I can't reduce this?
Correct.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Because I can't spend soul stones in the way that I want to. So he's deed.
So we both gain a soul
We're
stone.
both going to soul stone. Kill.
And that is Aislinn.
That is Aislinn. I will put a corpse marker, remains marker over there. Oh, poor Big Rock.
A corpse.
Poor Big Rock. So you have basically the effigy, Titania, and Licky Tree.
A tree.
Licky Tree to go. So I think. What's Killjoy's defense?
I think he is 5 and 4.
Fine,
So
okay.
5 defense will pass.
Yeah, I'm with you. Do I try and grow the arcane effigy by punching Killjoy? Probably not. It's a simple answer.
I will organize your funeral.
I mean, we might as well just piss off, I think, at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who's within 8 that I can see? Not a lot of people.
There's a few individuals.
There's a few. And then what's Damien's range on that thing? 8 inches. Who's within boat? Where does that overlap? The box, which isn't particularly exciting. But yeah, I'll try and give the box an adaptable token. Needing a 6. That's 2. Doesn't go off. That is the arcane effigy done. Clock on you.
Let's go with the Lickety Tree.
Lickety Tree. Yep.
Lickety Tree is probably not going to be doing that much, but regardless, he's going to kick the can.
Not unreasonable.
And he's going to kick it so that it is not in base contact with any models, because that it would be cheating. We plonk it here. Can you put it back? Yes. So let's not. Let's do it so. It is here. Then we are going to go for a walk. 1, 2, 3. Get it? Because he's a tree. And then he's actually going to stranglethorn your dabbler for a signature because I'm within range 8.
Yeah, and you can just ignore your own markers for dents and concealing and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, I don't care about those.
No, they're friendly. What stats this versus? Doesn't matter. I've got 5
on defense. Awesome.
6.
It's casting action. It will do 1 damage to you. I will declare the trigger that lets me move you towards an underbrush marker.
Okay.
Which I will. I'm going to move you into Killjoy's love range. And then call it a day. Over to you.
You've just got Titania to go? And an effigy.
Yes. I do get to make 1 underbrush marker next to you, so I'm going to do that.
Clock on you.
By getting rid of the one that was next to Lohith and popping it here.
Gotcha. Clock me. So I'm going to activate that double. I'm going to etherically passage, needing a 6, hoping for a 6 in masks. That is neither of those things. Because that's just move 4 inches, remove any marker that you come into that you move through, which would have been funny.
Yep.
Am I going to fly away? Zoom. And then am I going to fly away some more? Zoom.
If I could make a chicken noise, I very much would.
I mean, is there one on Discord? Do we have one in the?
I have one actually. I could probably find it, but I'm not going to because that would be on my time.
Fair enough. Have a duck instead.
That works.
That works. It's still a bird. Clock on you.
It's sufficient. Right.
Titania or Puppet. That well-known boarding school game.
Yeah, absolutely. We are probably going to go with Titania. Because I have some fun stuff that I can do to you.
Ooh, doesn't sound good.
Yay. Because why wouldn't we? That sounds reasonable. Yeah, I'm going to activate Titania.
Yep, do you
When
think?
Titania activates, every model within 2 of an underbrush marker that is an enemy takes 2 damage. So,
Drain a stone.
Can Damien, Bella, and Ledger Domain all take 2 damage?
Does my... Oh, so Aegis will count. Yeah, it will, because it's just once... This model may reduce damage dealt to it by 1 once per activation. So...
Sure.
So who was taking damage? Damien, Bella, and...
Damien, Bella, and Ledge.
And Legadomain. Damien...
Legadomain.
Bella has Aegis. Legadomain does not. So Legadomain will take the full 2. Boop, boop. And then Bella and Damien will take 1.
Oh, did not mean to do that.
I need to find a way of spending some stones in this crew, because I'm just kind of accruing them and not really doing anything with them.
I think it's keep Damien alive, but...
Yeah, he seems pretty tanky.
Doesn't seem much else.
I can spend 3 to choose any scheme. Like, when it comes to choosing schemes, I can just go like, I want that one.
That seems reasonably useful.
Mm.
I think we're going to go for a walk and land over here, which gives me a really good lay of the land.
Yes.
We're going to do our signature action. We are going to Thirsty Roots on this underbrush marker.
Yep.
Move 1 remains marker.
Draw a card.
Draw a card. Bosh, I love a card. Awesome.
It's a solid
2 AP.
Solid ability.
2 AP left. Do I kill your puzzle box? Let's see. What does he look like? Let's have a note.
He's not great. Defense 4, willpower 6. 5 wounds.
He definitely is not. He is annoying. That's about it.
Yeah.
So is your Dabbler. But Dabbler. In which case, I think I could probably just get rid of him. Sure. Let's try and do that. How did you summon the box back? If you
my crew card ability. So any unique in my crew can summon the box with a tome. 5 of tomes.
Oh, okay, fair. Sure, I will just not kill the box then right now.
Yeah.
I will do the Withering on your Dabbler. Stat 6 against your defense.
Stat 6 against my defense, which I'm pretty sure is 5. Yes, it is. 14. Stupid sex ejector.
That is a 19, which does get me a raise.
Which will give me injured.
Which will give you injured. And 3 damage.
So 3 damage, I'll take 2 because of Aegis.
Yep.
Pretty sure I've got Aegis.
But injured.
I do have Aegis. Yeah, I won't mark it because with the actually I will because there's other models. Crack on with your last AP.
We do it again.
16.
I would like this to happen.
No one is more surprised than I am.
So I will cheat in this for 19 and the Withering Away trigger to do 4 damage instead of 3.
Yeah, that'll kill me. Oh, getting
And that
Soulstone.
is Titania.
That is Titania.
Clock to you.
Clock to me for my last activation, and that will be Leg of the Main, who's just been slowly wandering across the board.
Yep.
He
exists.
He does exist. And I'm going to interact twice. Boop. Boop. And you're bored, sir.
I wonder what he wants to do. Sure. Sadly, I can't slam it, which is sad, but it is what it is. We would just go with the FG. FG is going to go over here. Because I think we can just go quite comfortably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can see Damien, so we can do that. That's fine. We're just gonna do Tattered Remains on Damien, 4 against your defense.
Yeah, can I just check one thing? Just put the clock on me for 2 seconds. You're so cool.
Sure.
I forgot to do a thing. Never mind. Cool. Here's what it is.
Sure. Tattered Remains on Damien's defense.
Yeah, okay. 13.
Cool. I'm on 14, but I'm going to cheat for the crow to do 1 damage and give you slow.
Okay.
Because I'm nice. And then that's me.
Okay.
It's 10.
I'm going to score Boundary Dispute.
You are. I'm going to move the same marker as I did last time. I think. We're going to plonk it over here.
I'm going to reveal Scout the Rooftops, but I put this marker in the wrong place, so I only get 1 VP.
Oh dear.
Which is very, very annoying. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
The really annoying thing is I could have false claimed it and put them over here because I set up the 1 to discard. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Sometimes maybe 3 hours sleep.
You know what? Yeah.
I picked a new scheme.
No, this is the thing.
I got 1 for rooftops. Accidents, sorry.
No, this is the thing. Do I want to just choose any scheme?
That is indeed the question. Do you wish to choose any scheme?
But it's currently what?
You also need to pursue with Bella at some point.
I do have a deadly thing. Why she got a insight token?
I have no idea.
Is that an insight token? It is an insight token. Yeah, there we go. Cool.
She had a light bulb moment.
Nope. I'm going to choose that scheme. I'm going to read it more carefully.
You like your schemes way too much, sir. Well, you like your soul stones way too much.
I mean, I looked at it, I was like, I'm going to choose that scheme, and I was like, that's an available option anyway. So,
yeah, fair. That is fair.
Yeah, cool. That I reckon I'm good for my first activation once I've shuffled my cards and drawn stuff.
I was gonna say you could have no hand. I don't mind. Yeah, go ahead.
I think I'm going to go with Damien.
Shock.
I will shug. The Autumn Night.
Sure.
Versus your willpower.
A 5
Mm-hmm.
on a magical 9.
17 with no trigger.
Do I care if I care? Let's decide. It would mean that you have to actually spend AP to kill me, or a card, which I think I'm fine with happening. So 18.
You're on 1 health, right?
Yep.
18. Die.
Owie. I do have armor, but it won't apply.
Won't
You can't
apply,
reduce
exactly. And then I'm going to use Witch Killer on the Gora. You won't benefit from concealing because I'm within an inch of you. I'm going to have pos flips because I have adaptable.
Sure.
19.
Defensive 4. I will be on a 9. Yeah, sure.
5 damage.
Takes 5.
2 raises.
Yeah.
And I'll do it again.
Mm-hmm.
19.
9. I'm assuming that you don't ignore my demise.
I didn't even know you had a demise, so that would have been hard for me to ignore it. What is your demise?
I get to place in base contact with an underbrush marker with an 8
And
and
heal
heal
4.
4.
Yeah, so let's. Yeah, okay, that is irritating. I didn't realise, but that's my fault. Clock on you. Do your thing.
I'm going over here somewhere. Probably over here. I just need this for a second. Can get one of yours, can't get both of yours.
Oh, you sneaky little twat.
So I'll remove that one and I'll place it over there and I'll heal 4 because that's the thing.
Yeah, and that's Damien down in your activation.
And then we have stuff that we can do.
Because I was slow, so I didn't get to
do more.
Do more than that, yeah.
I'm going to activate Agora. I'm going to interact with your strategy marker, and I'm going to frisbee over here.
Twat. But look, can't follow
then... I'm glad. We're going to.
Are you engaging Legerdemain? Is that your intent there?
No, because I would have to be unengaged to interact.
Okay, gotcha. Yes, yes, because cheating.
Because cheating.
Yeah.
I am then going to do that. Okay, so if I do it in that order, then I'm fine, and then we're good, right? Allied minion would be him. Right, cool. We're going to. Yeah, I'm trying to work out all my shenanigans.
Sorry, I can tell I'm really tired because I'm running out of mobile devices to look at stuff, and then I've just remembered I am sat at a computer. Like, I can just do it that way.
So we're going to germinate for a signature, needing a 7, which we get twice. We're going to drop an underbrush marker. We're going to. It's a new one because we have one. Going to drop it in base contact with both your models there.
Okay, okay.
We're then going to do Model the other to name an ally minion that was killed. I'm going to name the Autumn Knight that you just murdered. I'm going to need a 9. That's not a 9, but this is. I'm then going to drain a Soulstone to summon
Yeah,
a
that's
Gora at
very
full
cool.
health in base contact with Titania.
That is very cool.
Who is going to go over here and be on full health.
But have a summon token.
And then have a summon token, which is that
I mean,
one.
I would have maybe replaced with the Autumn Knight
Yes,
first.
I'm gonna do this
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah.
So I have a Autumn Knight over here. It's on 6 health. Who is Autumn Knight number 1? Engaging Ledger. And then Agora, who is over here with a summon token next to Titania, unactivated. So that cost me no actions or activations.
Wild.
Over to you.
That's pretty wild. Well done. I like that. That's pretty cool. I mean, like, I don't, but you know, at the same time,
where's the snake? Where's the snake? He's over here.
That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Well done, Dick.
I'm gonna ask Panzer to borrow his tiny violin real quick, and
so I've got my tiny table. I have a little tiny table on my desk that I flip, that I can flip.
That's fine. As long as it's not your actual table.
No, it's like an inch wide. It's made of balsa wood. It's great for exactly this sort of thing. I'm going to activate Bellaventine Thorpe, who is going to start by outmaneuvering for a signature. That does not go off. And I think I'm okay with that. I was like, I can move myself and I can also move Damien. That way he's not in base-to-base contact with an underbrush marker, but I don't think I want it that much. Okay, so I'm going to charge. Why did I just give myself stunned? I don't want stunned. That's not also... what's stunned now? K is stunned.
K
is stunned.
I'd like you to be stunned.
No. And I have a 1-inch Winky. So I'm going to charge to there. Do I want to empower? Yeah, I think I'll empower. I'm going to discard this 4. I'm going to punch the effigy versus your defense.
You kill my little shit. How dare you? Sure. 16.
16. You're cheat.
You're doing 3 damage down to 2, right?
I empowered with a ram, so I'm doing 4 damage down to 3.
Oh, that's just a bit unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, I will take the damage and perish.
You'll die. Have a soulstone. I'm empowered, so at the end of the activation, I'll gain a adaptable marker, and then because I've gained an adaptable marker within 8 inches of Damien, he's going to push me 3 inches, because that's new memories of the Yellow Crypt.
Sure.
Which is pretty good.
It's not bad.
It's all right. It's it's better than it used to be. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not redonkulously busted. I'm then going to long game needing a 5. That is a 5 efficient, and I'm going to throw. I'm going to launch a scheme marker over there.
Are you?
I am. Well, not even are you. Have clock on you.
Fine. I'm gonna do Titania bullshit now, I think.
Ooh.
Which sounds great, and I'm looking forward to it. So if I remember correctly, it's just within 1 of said marker to interact with it, right? So if effectively Killjoy ends there, then he can interact with said marker.
Yes, you can.
Right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Right. That's all I need to know. Right, so Titania, when she activates, is going to spend a soul stone to do the 2 damage to everybody in base contact with underbrush markers.
Which
So,
is Marco and Damien. Damien will take 1 because of Aegis.
and the box because of Aegis as
Oh,
well,
yeah,
if
yep,
you wish.
yep, yep. Missed that. Thank you.
Titania is then going to do the withering, targeting your puzzle box.
You leave my box alone.
Nope. Uh,
Alright, cool.
uh, 6 against your defense.
I'm gonna empower.
Okay.
Yeah. 14.
13. I think we are going to do that. Let me go. We are going to go to what's your defense? Sorry.
4.
So if I go to a 17 per se,
Yep.
um,
You
will
crack on.
not be a raise. You don't wish to cheat, I assume.
No.
I'm going to drain the soul stone for those who consume the land trigger to remove an underbrush in base contact with you to have another friendly model within 8 of the target place and hit you.
Okay.
I'm going to choose this Autumn Night down here
Mm-hmm.
to place
Do I take 3 damage as well?
here. You do, yes.
So that
To
is.
place there.
So is that now the action resolved?
That is the withering action resolved,
Cool.
I think, and then
So
I go into
no, hang on,
other
hang on,
action.
hang on. So clock on me because I'm empowered. I'm going to gain an adaptable token. Because I gained an adaptable token, I'm going to move 3 inches.
Sure.
So no melee from the Autumn Night. Clock on you.
Sure. I will then do it again? Question mark. I
Actually,
already teleported. Hang on.
hang on. Let me take that move
So,
back. Because first of all, let me check I'm within 8 inches. I am. Cool. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. No, let's see. Oh, there's severe terrain there. I don't have flight, so I do. I'm just wondering if I can just get out of being shot by you.
I don't think so, but you're more than welcome to try.
Yeah, so if I go 1, 2, 3, I'm then out of Titania's range.
Okay, that's fine. In which case, we do something else first.
Memories of the Yellow Crypt, still really useful.
It does. It helps. Excuse me. Voice is dying only a little bit. So instead, I think for my second AP, it will.
Question though.
But if you do that, you are still within 1 of the Autumn Night, so I get to swing at you.
I will go there instead.
Sure.
Question. So this. Oh, this was the summoned. This is the summoned.
Correct. Yes.
Well, it's not summoned. It's replaced, isn't it? So it's, yeah. All right. Cool. Cool.
Yes. So it can still do all the things.
Can still do all the things. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to for our second AP.
Mhm.
Do a germinate.
Mhm.
I'm going to empower it with this mask for a pos and the
Spring forth.
mask. Needs 5.
Oh,
Sure.
teleport. Oh, nice. Yeah.
with 2 masks.
Nice.
I get an underbrush marker. We're going to drop said underbrush marker on top of this box.
Yeah,
And then
and
placing
then
in base contact
teleport
with
to it.
said box. Which is here. And then I am going to signature action Stranglethorn your puzzle box.
Absolutely.
That 5. On your defense. I'm on a 6,
6.
as are you.
Yeah.
Do you care to cheat?
No, I don't. No, I've done
Uh,
I've done some bullshit to keep him
you've
alive.
tried.
I've
Yeah.
tried. I gave it a red hot go.
Um, you have, you have. So you take 1 damage, but I get 2 underbrush markers
Do you want to
off
place
of
your
you.
you
I'm
want
only going to grab
to
one.
do you want to place your markers first before I kill it?
There you go.
Cool. So that will kill him. Oh, he doesn't have a thing yet. Oh no. There we go.
And last AP, we're going to Withering your Effigy. Because why not?
What dropped the marker?
Uh, which marker?
So when you kill, what attack did you use to kill the totem?
Stranglethorn, the signature action attack.
Stranglethorn.
It's on the Into Thorns crew card.
Yep, I see it. So because the make the underbrush is not on a trigger, it'll still happen. Nice.
It happens regardless.
That's
yeah.
really nice. That is really nice.
And then last AP onto your effigy.
With witherings, which looks pretty good. Yeah. Oh, there's a reasonable card in there somewhere.
14.
Versus defense, was it?
Yes.
Also 14.
Any cheat from you?
No, I'm going to stick on 14.
Sure. I will cheat above to kill you.
Boo.
And that was a rather successful titanium activation.
Yeah. If I run out of... I've got 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah.
I ate
and you ate
2
one
of
for a
yours,
card. Yeah,
so...
you ate them for cards. Which is great. That's a really good ability.
It's very cool because
Dick.
it's remain or scheme, so you can self-generate if you want to.
Yeah. Right, I've only got 4 models left, and 2 of them have been.
Yeah, I mean you can pass technically. That is an option for you.
That is an option for me. Why is one of my scheme markers here?
I think you might have duplicated it when Belle put hers down.
Maybe. I can't think of a single reason why that's there, so I'm just going to remove it. Well,
It was a rather brutal activation.
that
I
was a
will
rather
admit.
brutal activation. But it is what it is. Yeah, it's a bit of a swing. What's the score currently? 3-1.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go with Marco. Marco is going to Lashing Tendrils this guy. You're in base-to-base contact with it, so I can see you. Is it dense?
Sure.
Are they? No, they're not. Are they?
They are dense.
No, yeah, dense is fine. Are they concealing?
Yes.
They are concealing. So I would be on a negs. But let's do it. So flippy.
Sure.
Oh, there you go.
Ew. Yeah, sure. You may Lashing Tendrils me.
Cool. I'm going to spend a stone because I've got them. And I'm going to give you staggered.
Sure.
which will happen. Well, no, I still just move you 4 inches, so whether you're staggered or not doesn't really make much difference. I'm going to push you up them stairs to over there.
Okay.
I'm then going to. I pretty much just have to walk through the thing, unfortunately. So I'm going to go well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. And then I'm going to Lashing Tendrils Legodomain.
Okay.
Because I can target friendlies with it. It's 7. That is a 5. I'm going to cheat this. I'm going to spend another stone. Enemy models within pulse 1 inch of the target gain staggered. So we'll stagger. So both Autumn Knights should be on stagger, please.
Sure.
Um, and I can push him 4 inches to there. And I think that's Marco done. Clock on you.
Is your intent to be engaged or unengaged?
Unengaged, which I believe I am.
Engaged, you mean, or unengaged?
Unengaged.
Cool. Yes. I
Yeah.
just didn't hear the un.
There we go. Clock on you.
Cool. Um. Interesting. Let's see. What can I do to stop you? Few things. Few things indeed. I'm probably going to activate him. Who walk. So interact. Doesn't seem unreasonable. Is staggered still reduced movement?
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. So
This
effectively, I
staggered
have
should
like
be on my crew card. Yeah,
advantage.
so the model suffers -2 speed and cannot be moved by other enemy models.
Sure. So I have 2 inches of
Remove.
movement.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to activate the Autumn Knight in this.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to kick your can for 1 AP.
Yep, fair.
Um, and put it over here.
Oh.
Um, I'm then going to charge 2 inches because I'm allowed.
Yes.
1, 2. Which puts me within 2 of your scheme marker, which is cool. And then I'm going to hit Ledger Domain on the charge. So
Cool.
5 against your defense.
I am manipulative, so you can't cheat.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Who needs cheats anyway?
What does this do?
It will do 2 damage. No triggers because I don't have them currently, and then a raise if I have what I'm on currently of 15.
Yeah, I'll take the 3 damage. Because this is your
Okay.
final AP.
It's a signature action, so I can do it again.
You can do it again. I'm going to cheat this 9 and go to
2.
14.
So you take the 2.
Yeah.
And then I will try and hit you again.
Yeah.
Which I do currently for 12 to your 11, I believe.
Yeah, I'm going to cheat. You can't.
Sure. And then I lose my staggered and Autumn Knight's done.
Yeah, I'm going to activate Lego Domain. I'm going to try and disillusion you as a signature. So versus your willpower.
Sure. I will empower.
Okay.
No, I can't empower that card. Yeah, ignore me. I will
Yeah.
not empower.
Weeks.
Bosch. Tying currently.
Yep.
I'll
You're,
cheat to 15.
I'll cheat higher.
Sure.
Um. Do I want a stone for a 4-inch place? Is where I'm thinking.
Understandable.
And I think I do. So I'm going to spend the stone. I've got the stones. Might as well spend the stones. So first of all, what is your speed, please?
6.
6. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have a 4-inch place. Can I rescue that one? Yes, I can. So that was a signature action. I'm then going to kick my own can up onto their rooftops. And with my final AP, I will long game needing a 5. Yep. And put a scheme marker there. It's not a tome, so I don't summon the puzzle box. You're bored.
Okay. My board. Jesus. So it would cost me 1 to get down here. So we would go. We would have a 1. We would be here. Then we have a 2.
Why would it's a height 2 building?
4. So it would cost me 2 to get down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just to be within 2 inches.
Here.
Yep.
So I would go there. Okay. So that's what Aislin's going to do. She's going to double walk.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll try and give a suppressed to Bellaventine.
Okay.
For a signature. 6 on your defense.
6 on my
willpower, sorry.
6 on my willpower, or 5.
Higher.
It is higher. You're quite
Cool.
correct. 17.
So she is done. The tree. Right. So Killjoy is going to go for a wander to the pre-found spot that I found. 2, 3, 4. And a little wiggle.
Poison.
To here. Well, 3, 4, 5, 6 because he scales.
Yep.
Movement 6.
Yep. Are you 50% supportive?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Because he's not that fat, but he is. I gain poison, and then I kick my can
Into my deployment zone, so it counts for 2. Yeah.
your deployment zone.
Yeah, I was going to try and kick it into I was going to try and use the dabbler to boot it into the far corner, so that it was hard for you to do that.
Which is why I needed to get rid of him.
Yeah. It's a good shout.
The Weirdwood just walks 3 inches and kicks my can over the line.
Yep. So you'll have 3 effectively.
Walks, yeah.
Nice.
Kicks this one.
Yep. Very nice.
Here. And then Nagora has a signature action and 1 AP, right? Because summons come in slow.
Yes.
So Nagora will effectively just go for a walk. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not do a signature action because I believe I'm already scoring my scheme. Which is fine.
So that looks like reshape the land. I'm at a guess. So if there are 4, so you've got you've already got 5 on my table half.
I already have 5. Yeah. Charge on the last autumn night. We'll just charge into Benetti.
Okay.
5 on your defense.
7.
15.
Nothing I can do.
You have no cards. 15 to 7
Sorry, 15 to 8.
is
Marco is defense
15
6.
to 8. 15 to 8 is a remain, is a raise,
Yep.
and then I get +1. No, just 3 damage. Ignore me.
I'll take 2 because of Aegis.
Yep. I should have been on a pos flip, so I remember that for the second swing.
Go for it.
Which puts me on an 11.
Oh, 9.
So 11, 9 is 2
2
more
damage.
damage.
Yep. No flonks.
And then last,
because it's a
it's
signature.
a signature, so I can do it free.
Very nice.
Bosh.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Dead.
That is +1 damage from ensnare and 2 raises, so 5 damage.
Yeah, dead. I'm running out of models here, my guy.
Yeah, and that's turn, I believe.
Yeah.
You get a deadly pursuit.
I do get a deadly pursuit. I mean, what the tits? I mean, look, I don't. I'm.
I am aware.
Like, I'm not. I've not got a lot of. I'm fine where I am. Like, I got 3 models.
Okay. So end of turn.
Yeah.
Um,
You're going to score.
I score the strategy.
And what do I get to do with it?
I think it might still be me moving it because you've scored more overall.
Well, that's just a kick in the dick.
The crew that has scored the least total VP from this strategy may select 1 strategy marker that is friendly and place it within 4 of its current.
Yeah, because this is your first play. This is your first.
Yes. To which I will place my marker there.
Can't fault it.
I'll then reveal reshape the lands for 2 VP.
Yeah, I'm gonna reveal.
I have 5 underbrush.
I'm gonna reveal leave your mark for 1 because I've got this guy and this guy.
Yeah, it was one or the other, and I wasn't sure which one it was.
Yeah.
So. But that nets me a free VP this turn to your 1.
I'm gonna spend 3 soul stones to choose whatever scheme I want.
Whichever one he wants, sure. And it is your activation, good sir. When we are both refreshed with hands. And I need to pick a new scheme as well.
You pick your new scheme.
I think I'm gonna go for. Sure. I picked a new scheme.
Cool. I think it's Damien time. Damien will charge Aislinn.
Reasonable.
I have an adaptable token, so I gain a pos flip. Witch Killer.
Sure. Give me 1 second. I am empowering because I want to, and then I am on a 13.
To my 17.
13 to 17 is no raises. Go ahead.
I take 3.
So I take 2 because of Aegis, which I assume you don't ignore.
That's correct. I will Zisha will shug you versus your willpower.
That is a 7. I will empower again. And be on an 18.
Yeah, crack on. I'll hit you with a Witch Killer.
Sure.
Red Joker.
That is nasty. I'm on a 9.
9 to my 20 is 5 damage.
Sure. Takes the 5.
Leaves you on 4.
Yeah.
I will punch you again.
Yeah. I'll empower the black.
18.
Not 18. We're on that. We need to go to this to put me on 14.
18 to 14. Take 3 damage.
Yeah,
Leaves you on 1 health.
it does indeed.
I will
I
reveal Assassinate because you're under half health.
I am massively surprised by this occurrence. Um, I'll say ow, I guess, but yeah. Um, sure.
Clock on you.
Let's go with probably Aislinn then, because why wouldn't we at that point? What can I do to keep Aislinn alive? You have outmaneuver and Bellaventine. You also have a gun.
I do have a gun.
We would be at 3
Uh,
movement for the first move and then back to 6 afterwards, correct?
well, just to very quickly, the second point of Assassinate is you need to be above half health.
Oh, above half?
At the end of the turn on which the scheme is revealed, if the chosen model has been. Oh no, they've reworded it. Crack on. It's been
I was gonna
rewritten
say, I'm pretty sure it is below half, right?
for the first point. The second point used to be they had to be above half, which is probably why they rewrote it. Fucking
Do
Jesus!
that, and then I could do that. Then I could try and get one of those off to make a line of sight blocking marker, and then potentially live. It's the best option I have. It's not a great option, but it is an option. Um,
But
sure.
oh,
Ace and
one quick
activate.
question: with reshape the land,
Sure.
do you need to
Yes.
remove all of your markers?
I don't think so, but I'm gonna read it for you and double check.
If there are 4
Yeah,
friendly
you
markers
don't
on the chosen game 1v,
the
if the
markers
chosen
for this
one, no, it's only if they're
got.
schemes. Wow,
Yeah, it's only scheme markers that get removed. So
that's a kick in the dick.
I get to keep my lovely underbrushes. Anyway, so she walks once for 3 inches because I'm engaged.
Yeah,
Leaves your engagement and then walks 6 over to here.
yeah, and then you're gonna try
Uh,
and
then I'm going to strangle Fawn on Damien against your defense
okay,
and try and create a wall.
yeah.
Um,
Is it an actual wall? What is the thing that it makes?
it makes 2 underbrush markers,
It makes 2 underbrush markers. That's pretty good.
which are the dense, concealing, severe walls that I'm
Yeah.
going to do.
So this is versus my defense.
Yeah. And I'll hope that I do well.
I'm going to
Let's see.
empower.
Sure.
19.
It gets a severe
Oh,
out of the way.
hang
And then,
on. Let me.
yeah.
I've
Do your thing.
no, stop pressing buttons. I've accidentally shuffled my entire deck, and now I don't seem to be able to undo it. Oh no, there we go. Cool. Discard, not reshuffle. Please continue.
Well done. I will not cheat, and that is Aislinn's activation, so please come and shoot me.
Yeah, there's going to be some murder. So I will. Oh, that would have been really clever, but I fucked it. I'm going to outmaneuver, needing a 5. That's a 9. So I will go 3 inches. And Damien will go 3 inches.
I'll point it out now that if you will, I will laugh, and I apologize.
That's perfectly reasonable. That's really really fair. I think probably the best thing to do is to just stand here and shoot you twice. Because like if I move to, oh no, because that's my melee, so I'd have to walk charge.
You would have to walk charge, yeah.
Or I can be a former member of the guild and just have a gun.
Yeah,
and shoot you.
which gives me stun for some reason.
Um, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to use my adaptable token to add a ram. Pew pew pew.
Pew.
It's a strong opener. Well, you're cheap.
Stronger opener. I will make you burn a card. I'll go to a 12, I guess.
Um, I will see you at 12 for up to 4 damage with crit strike because of adaptable, and then down because of tide, and that's still 3 damage.
Owie.
I will score the second point of assassinate.
Dying. Yep.
Clock on you. Oh no, I've got another AP.
Awesome.
I have another
Have
AP.
AP.
I'm going to shoot this guy. You will have cover.
Awesome. Is cover still +1 or is it?
No, it's now? You take 1 less damage. Also, I'll be on a neg flip because of terrain, because of the rules of the game. Yeah. What are you on? I've done it again. There we go. I'm on 8.
6 to 8. Go ahead.
I
take 1.
Yeah, I will. What were my triggers here?
Ram.
I'm going to cheat this 7 because it's funny.
Neg? Oh, you can cheat on negs.
I can cheat on negs. And what's your willpower, by the way?
5.
Cool, so you don't get stunned. So you're going to take 3 damage, which will be 2 damage because of cover, which will be 1 damage because of armor. I'm then going to use the goading words trigger on the mask to make you walk 4 inches towards me.
Sure.
And you can like fall off there and take another damage.
Owie.
Clock on you.
Killjoy was supposed to take a damage from poison.
He was, yeah.
But there's that.
And poison no longer drops off.
No. So what do I need to do? I quite simply
you need to score 3 VP.
Yeah, not too difficult, I don't think. I think it's doable. I think it is very doable.
Yeah, because you're going to get double victory points from strategy, which I hate. I still continue to absolutely hate that weird.
I'm happy that it's not on everything, but the fact that it still exists on some things is a little bit weird.
It's still on 50%. Like it's still dog shit. Don't like it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the Auto Knight,
and
then kick my can.
Yep.
Yeah, and then he's done. So you
just score 1 point. Like, how are you going to score 1 point in the scheme? That's all this is.
I need 3 scheme markers next to this box.
Cool. So she can walk once because she got flight.
Yes.
So she flies there and Walter White's 2 up.
And then he walks.
And he walks.
Drops another 1.
Yeah. Game.
And then that would be that. Yeah.
Like,
I also have a Killjoy teleport that I could also do to drop another 1 effectively.
Because I don't think, even with the best will in the world,
yeah.
I can get there. I can. That would just be completely on your half, which would give me 3 from strat. You would have 4 from strat. So yeah, it doesn't matter. So 7-6.
Yes, sir. Good game.
Good game. And good time as well. That's probably 2 hours on the after introducing the stream and stuff like that. That's probably 2 hours on the nose, which is pretty cool. Yeah, happy with that.
Not at all.
That's pretty good. Is this like your first game with Titania, or have you done a bunch with her? Like, where are you at?
It is my second game with Titania 1.
Okay.
and then I've played one game of Titania 2.
There you go. How are you? How are you? Because I know you're a Fey enthusiast, and
Oh, I do love my Fae.
you've played a reasonable amount of Neverborn throughout M3E. Because you went like Guild Thunder's Neverborn, if I remember rightly.
That
Was
is indeed correct.
like, but then have done a fair chunk of Neverborn in the Malifaux World Series and stuff like that. So how are you just as curiosity, how are you finding fourth edition, and also how are you finding new Fae compared to third edition Fae?
Fourth edition I like.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I'm very happy with a lot of like the core mechanics of the game
Mm-hmm.
and how they function.
Yep.
There are obviously tweaks, which
I mean,
is the point of an open beta.
this guy gets it.
So there's that. I'm very, very happy with Faye.
Cool.
The entire crew is very thematic in both those versions of
Mm-hmm.
it. Like in 2, for example, she starts with underbrush markers.
I was gonna say
And
because like Titania 1 just seems to be like I'm gonna kill you at range, and if like you're probably gonna get injured and all that kind, which is pretty much where she was in third.
yes, but she was a one-man army in third.
Yeah, like the Autumn
Now,
Knights having a signature attack is real good.
yeah,
That's very good on a
you
five
don't
stone
feel
model,
hindered. Yeah, you don't feel hindered for playing in your keyword anymore.
which is lovely.
Whereas before you very much were when playing Titania.
Yep.
Aislinn is a model. Um,
How is your new model?
she's a fantastic new model.
For the first time in 2 editions. Because we because we're old hands. We've been here for a decade. Like you didn't take that model in second, you didn't take that model in third. So it's nice to see her on the table. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I was very surprised that I still had it in my box the other day.
Given
yeah, no,
you
I'm
neither
enjoying it a lot.
given you neither build nor paint your own models and have people to do it for you, I'm sure they put the model in the box for you as well.
I'll have you know that I have put paint on a model today.
I do apologise. I take all of that
So
back.
there is that. For the first time ever, there has been paint applied to a model.
You have to send us a picture in the group chat.
No, because it's awful.
Okay. I mean, it's first time. Like, who cares? It's done. That's the important bit.
Exactly. But no, I'm really enjoying the thematic of you make underbrush markers and then drag people through them, and it's like you're being dragged through a thorny bush and whatnot.
Yeah.
For Titania 1, and then for Titania 2, your entire crew kind of appears from underbrush markers.
Okay.
And they gain suits when I'm in them. So I gain crows to every duel, I believe, if I'm in an underbrush marker.
So that's kind of like the replacement for the champion upgrade system.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, they also gain a mechanic that I think is still a thing. I'm gonna double check so that I'm not talking out of my arse. Stifling Thicket. Yeah. When this model suffers damage, this is all friendly Fae. During the activation phase, they can drain a soulstone to place in base contact with an underbrush marker within 3.
Who's that on, sorry?
So that's on every Fae.
No, I mean, so that's on an upgrade card or something?
Crew card. Yeah, the crew card for Autumn Queen.
And that's Into Thorns, is it? No, that's the other one. I'm just looking it up on Theory Fae.
Thicket. Yeah,
You're a thicket.
Well, yes, but besides the point.
You're a stiffening thicket. What was that called, sorry?
The Autumn Court.
Autumn Court. When this model suffers damage during its phase, drain a soulstone to place itself in the... Yeah, nice. And then when this there's an action, if it's in base contact with an underbrush marker, gain a crow. And I guess crows are suitably useful.
Crows are good. Yeah, crows are good. They synergize with
pick the bones,
a lot of the other models in the keyword. So like the Boltungan and the Rougarou and stuff, they benefit a lot from crows. Your totem, which is the or benefits a lot from crows.
Oh, okay, yeah. Does he still have bushwalk?
No.
But kinda.
Instead, he has Killjoys.
He's got
Place.
the eerie gate.
But he has it on a 4, non-suited,
Oh,
so can just teleport. Yeah.
nice. That's
But
pretty
no,
good.
I'm very happy with where it is.
Cool.
The second version of the Master feels playable, which was never really a thing.
Like in a system where you have two options, it's nice for your two options to be two options, and that wasn't always the case. That wasn't always the case in M3. Look, balance will come. But like, I talk to people and they're like, "Oh, the game's really unbalanced." I'm like, "Well, first of all, it's a beta test, and also, have you seen M3E?"
Yeah. I mean, I tend to look at, rather than balance, I look at the mechanics.
Yeah, what's fun?
Whether or not not only that, it's whether or not it functions, and is it doing too much compared to the other things that are currently released. So yeah, that's what I'm gauging off of at the minute, and that can be tuned rather than it's not third edition.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Well, I think I'm gonna go and have some breakfast and another cup of coffee. Chris,
sense.
thank you very much for the game. Absolute pleasure, buddy. Always a pleasure to have a game. Always such a good-natured, like, back and forth, which I really appreciate. And
Pleasure as always.
I have to have another game soon. As ever, handy viewers, such as you are, I need a better outro.
Oh my God, Becky, look at his beard. It's just so beard.
Oh, beard!